Because there's only so far that everyone's in the same boat will take us. Because life is short and there's a lot to experience. Because Phibsborough is more than the sum of its bits. Because there's a wealth of creativity brewing in our urban village. Because we want to shout about it. We have FizzFest.
Thanks, Tina. Thanks, everybody. I love festivals. I love festivals with a sense of place, because that's where we all come from. We all come from a locality. And I was delighted when I walked in tonight. The first thing I heard was, we have a big problem. The Brian Keane and Dermot Bulger sold out. Where can we put all the other people who want to get in? I just love that. Rosalie Linehan once said to me that her favourite thing in theatre was queues at the box office. And I kind of agree with that, you know. But sense of place, of course, is just so endemic in Dublin people and in Irish people generally. We have a real strong attachment to the place that we come from. I think there's all sorts of historical reasons for that. Reasons of language, of losing the language, and then, you know, I heard somebody once say that Irish people, even though we lost our language, still retain it in our DNA. So in our subconscious, we think in Gaelic, but we speak in English, which gives, of course, the language that charge, which Joyce so brilliantly captured in the book, in Ulysses. And of course, this pub features as a landmark very strongly in Ulysses, because the Paddy Dignam's funeral passes here, they go to the cemetery and they come back here for a drink. So the Brian Boru, the very building that we're standing in, is one of the great landmarks in the city on the north side.
I would like to thank the firemen of the Phibsborough area, because years ago I lived near this area. I've retired now to County Wexford, but years ago when we lived here, this is an area with history, and I think that the effort that they made to put in this week to be recognised, and also to thank the firemen of Phibsborough.
lad, she's but a bird. What cause of this nonsense? When you think on yon narrow house, it's balmy to grieve a goose. Men make much of these three things: football, chores, the common cold. Haven't you heard a sad song sung, that you bawl for a bird? Haven't heard that women might be famous and their daughters, but what granddaughter ever did anything worth remark? Haven't heard who told the tale of Genji, or Sojourner Truth, who whiles now in the grave, without we know what she said?
The only way out is in, and we're in a room 6 foot by 4 foot, and you're not getting out of it. So you go in, not because you choose to, but because the mind calls you into this place, and it opens, it becomes intriguing, it becomes fascinating, but you have to articulate, you have to use words, you have to hear your voice speaking, because it's one way of giving yourself back to yourself. And when you go off where the mind takes you to, you have to also remember where you are. You have to put your hands out and touch the wall to come back. You know, when Freud said, define madness by a flight from a traumatic reality to another place which is safe, and a refusal to come back. But I had to come back because that's where you were. But it's the language, the words that you talk to yourself out loud, because nobody was hearing anything, just yourself.
So
play on, and just before the play started, the pub was raided by the real police. So here's life and art really meet together, you know. And I was playing a solicitor in the show because none of the young actors had a suit. And I was the only guy with a suit. So I actually got to play Gareth Sheehan, who was the solicitor in the show. And the leading detective who was organising the search of the pub came over to me and said, you know, you've got to stop this play. And I said, you can't stop a play when it starts. He said, no, you really have to stop this. I have to search these premises. I said, I can't stop this play. So the people in the audience started banging their tables, shouting, police out, police out. So the police withdrew and the play went on to a conclusion. And I thought, I'm really going to get into big trouble over this. There'll be consequences for my actions here. So one time I said to my wife, Sheila, I said, we're going to get a call here from the police, Store Street or wherever they're from. So on the Monday, bang, bang, bang on the door, and I go out, and there's two 15-year-old young fellas standing there. And I'm looking at them and say, yeah, we're up in court next week, we want you to represent us. I'm not a solicitor. You're better than any poxy solicitor we ever had.